Oh yeah, we got the man Dali in the building. We about to get this interview started in a minute, right here at the radio. Let's go. You tune in to the Stop, Drop, and Roll show. I'm the Bohemian right here, and this morning we got a special treat. We got a special guest in the building, none other than the musical artist going by Dali. What's up, bro?
What's going on? What's happening? What's happening?
Oh man, it's a nice morning, nice and brisk outside, you know.
Man.
But what's up, bro? Man, I just kind of had a full circle moment, bro. Like recognizing some of the work you put into like to the future of the music game,
Yeah.
and not even just music, just being a stand up guy for the community, man. I think that's tight, bro. But let's can we get a informal, formal introduction, bro?
Yeah. So Dali Amadeus, I go by Dali Amadeus. You probably know me by a few other names here and there, depending on where you meet me. But yeah, man, we just out here, just trying to put our name out there, debut album, stuff like that, and just stuff like that.
Album number one.
Number one.
Man, let's talk a little bit about it. What is the title?
Title of the album is Keep Smiling.
Keep smiling, man.
Yes,
That's good advice. That's man, that's hella good advice. But what went into it, and what are some of the features? What's some of your inspiration? Or even before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about how you came up.
Okay.
Some of your influences.
Oh, man. I mean, so coming straight out of Antioch, California, a lot of family in San Jose though. So it's kind of the two cities that I went back and forth, my whole life. So with that, I guess, influences is, I grew up like prime teenager in the hyphy era. So like a lot of the stuff that like raised me was, you know, spinning any whip I can, slapping as hard as I can, and just enjoying my life and just, being myself to the fullest and just enjoying, the individuality, just being who you are and just expressing that.
Yeah, hyphy veteran, man.
Come on.
Talking stunning shades without the
With
lenses.
the whole thing, man, popping things out. I mean, I had the Willy Wonkas. I had them all, man. Like,
oh man, tell me when the gold era.
Oh man, it was a good time. It was a good
Super
time to be
hyphy.
alive. Good time to be alive.
Yeah. But can we? I mean, I know time has moved on since then, and I would like to say, I think some of LA's current sound has some of the hyphy's old sound.
I think it's some about like if you grew up, at least if you were around and you had a chance to listen to it or be around it, whether it was the music or the personality of the people, it's something that like it's infectious. You know what I'm saying? This is something you can't be around and not be like. You can't take something. You're always gonna take something from it. You feel me?
Some of the isms.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's a known thing.
The lingo. Man, I love the hyphy era.
Oh,
man, the hyphy era, bro. Veterans. But all right, coming up in Antioch, and San Jose, having some of the hyphy influences. What was some of the first times you found yourself in the studio, like maybe recording or maybe looking up to somebody and being like, I got next, man. I can't wait till it's my turn to, hop on this beat and, do the studio stuff. Like.
Yeah, I think the studio stuff got introduced to me by my boy, shout out Ali, you know what I'm saying, the homie Poke Chop. man, he was doing this thing. He had a whole little home studio set up that he was working on, and I found out about it. I was like, hey, yo, I heard y'all rapping. I was like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, let me let me slide through the studio. Let me just drop something for me. Show y'all what I got. Da, 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 da. And then from there, man, it just took off. Like, I learned how to make beats, and then somehow, some way, I ended up in a position to just like, all right, bro, you know how to record. All right, cool. You gonna be the one who handle the Pro Tools. I was like, all right, cool. And I just kind of went from there, and that was like seventh grade, bro. So for me, it's just been a whole thing from there, just like learning recording, writing songs. Like we got real competitive. It was like every day after school we show up, cool. We gonna write, we gonna work, we gonna drop songs. So it's kind of funny that my debut, you know what I mean? Like it took this long for something to come out, but I enjoyed the craft. It was just something I love to do.
And you can't really rush greatness. Everybody on their own pace too.
It's true.
Because music, it brings people together, but also like I believe that it is an outlet of like expressing creativity, or you know what I mean. It's like therapy.
And that's what it was for me. It was like growing up, music has always been something therapeutic.
Yeah.
I have my moments where I stop. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done. I don't really want to make no music. Then I start, it's just life. Life gets tumultuous, you know what I'm saying? Life just starts doing a whole spiral, and it's like, oh, let me get back into music, and it just seems to kind of just put things back in perspective and set things back in place. Because I think that's what my music is just like it's an outside perspective of my own kind of reflection of looking back at what I did, what I done, where I'm at, and my growth of just like, what's going on in life now kind of thing,
Yeah, and the title "Keep Smiling," it kind of inspires like introspective, like you don't tell somebody to keep smiling. Well, you might tell somebody that's already smiling to keep smiling because they inspire you to smile.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going, baby. Don't stop now. Like, I mean, whatever you're doing now, if it's making you happy, obviously, that comes with its own thing. But as long as you're moving in the right direction where you're happy with yourself and where you're going, no matter what, good or bad, right? And even if you're going through it, you know what I'm saying, keep smiling because everything is temporary.
Yeah. So this song that I have queued up right now is titled "About It," and it's featuring Ray Rez. Big shout out to Ray Rez. He connected us.
Sir. What was that?
I said he connected us.
Yeah, that's right.
Big shout out to the Catalyst, man, one of the legends in the city, heart of the city. His name, one of the tracks he had. But big shout out to Ray Rez. But how'd you guys connect on About It? And what went into it? Like, what's your favorite part about it?
I think so. That one was kind of me and Ray were talking at that moment already about we were already working on the project, and he was like, "All right, bro, I got this track." I was like, "All right, it's good." Let me slide through. Let me hear it. He sent me two. Ended up choosing this one. Love how right about the ends of the can. You know what I'm saying? The whole way he came through, the production. Honestly, the production, like, was crazy. So, picked that, knocked it out, went back. I mean, it was just a quick process of going back and forth. He was in New York at the time, too. So, like, a lot of stuff was just phone calls and just back and forth. And a lot of, him giving me the leeway to just do what I want to it, add a hook to it and all that stuff. Yeah, the verse came ready. He dropped the verse on it already and slid it to me.
Bro, okay, so he's like, bro, I can see you doing something with this. Hey, here. Man, it's a trip too, the digital, how we can just communicate digitally. Now, I know that might sound like it should be the way it is, but
it's not as easy as you think. Like, it's definitely to have to communicate and be on point with it. And it's really just more of like, all right, I knock out the verses or I knock something out, and then it's the sound, right? Like, we're not there at the same, like, oh, right, bro, change this real quick or do this or what. That ain't happening, right? So it's really just like, do something, send it, phone call. All right, what's up? What we talking about? All right, how's it sound? All right, what about this? What about that? All right, cool. Hop off, do that again, and then come back. It's just a little longer process, but it's still possible.
Right, man. That's part of it too. Like, because if you have somebody that you can gel and collab with and make a good project, that phone call is necessary.
Yeah.
You don't want to, right?
Yeah.
You want to have it presented in a way that you would be comfortable, and your collaborator would also be comfortable.
At the same time.
Yeah.
That was something that I think, man, big shout out to Ray. I trust him. You know what I mean? And I think there were certain moments where I'm like, maybe I want something like this. And he's like, all right, hold on. I already thought about that. I kind of put my time into it, and it's where, I take a step back, like, all right, cool. I trust him. I trust his sound. I trust his ear. And I'm like, let me focus on my writing and make sure my performance is up to par. And then that's what made it so easy, honestly, to work together, was just like the trust in each other of like, all right, he knows that I could lean into my writing, I could lean in and work on my work and my work ethic, and just focus on knocking songs out weekly and let him do his thing. And then, feel me?
Yeah.
From there, kind of, little notes and tweaks here and there, but nothing major.
Right. That's dope. I got some more stuff to talk about after we take a musical break. We're going to jump into this song called Bout It from Dali featuring Ray Resurrection.
Yeah.
Keep it locked right here on 90.5 FM, KSJS.
KSJS.
Yeah. Hey. We burning both ends of the candle, but still in the game though. Yeah, that's ambition for you lame-os. Unlimited ammo. We putting it all in the underdog, cause life is a gamble. Wildin' and running the road in 96 Grand Hills. We ducking these bad deals, soon as we see them, we throw them in landfills. Them Cadillac cats and riff-raff. And matter of fact, we up in the gutter, but we be them slick cats. Plotting and scheming to get back. All of us dreaming to get that. We ready to blow up on impact. And none of us sleeping to sit back.
Yeah, oh, you know we got it, man. You know we got it, man. Even when life just gets so cold, you know we got it, man. Rolling it like a man. You know how all that is so. You know we got it, man. Collect them dollars, man. No, that it don't stop, no. You know we got it, man. You know we got it, man. You know we got it, man.
We got my homie on speed dial who would throw it off. When he confided in me, how his heart gone, man, it really broke my heart. Lit one up, had to write this rap before one of us go up in sparks. Told his brother back in 2010 we'll be making bands from what we record while sitting in his car, plotting on this house we about to lick apart. Mama, how made it at 25 without a rap sheet besides the one I bought with my closest associates get you wired. No photos before the fentanyl. Don't claim I'm a rapper, but see him so nice, made a label for me just to tear it off. Consistency. Why I'm winning while you nerds run around, I prepared it all. These youngins is lost in the mug. Truthfully, I be scared for y'all. But I'm blowing on sour and toad. Loving not getting pedicure toes. Investing myself in some gold. A new SKS with a scope. But you know how it goes.
Morning How you do it, bro? They usually got you this early in the morning.
I chose it, bro.
We dump a garbage truck full of plastic into the ocean every minute, and that amount is expected to double by 2030. By 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in our oceans. Please reduce your use of plastic. The earth will thank you. Visit myplasticfreelife.com for more tips on how to reduce plastic pollution. This message is brought to you by the concerned staff of 90.5 KSJS.
Yeah. Man, we got Dali Amadeus in the building, and we just premiered that Bout It featuring Ray Reyes off of the debut album Keep Smiling. Man,
Yeah.
it's just coming out, right? Like,
Yeah, it came out the 24th or midnight 23rd, but
that's last week.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just been out maybe just a few 7 days.
Hey, congratulations.
Appreciate it. It's a win.
Yeah. But let's talk a little bit about the independent grind. And I guess this is kind of a cheat code because I actually ran into you like right when the pandemic was starting. But I know that being an independent artist, I mean, I'm sure that Ray Rez could, all the independent artists could pretty much say something about this. You have to wear a lot of different hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you don't have this beast behind you, like pumping, insane amounts of resources and cash and credit and
it don't come with that. Being independent for sure.
You want to talk a little bit about like how like all the different hats you've had to wear and maybe some of the ups and downs of those different hats,
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it all kind of started with recording in general and just learning that process itself. So I kind of took that skill and when rapping doesn't pay the bills, pulling out those other skills, right? So it's like recording. Yeah, I've done some videography in my life. I've done a little bit of not directing per se, but lights or production setup, promotion. I mean, doing shows. Like it's been a while, but setting that up, which is crazy. I'm sure with the whole Loft show that happened, just keeping track of all that and just putting it together within itself. And then now, working with the community centers themselves and working with youth, just showing them and teaching them, teaching being my next hat that I'm wearing. So it's a lot. It's just a lot.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So there are a couple places out here in San Jose. I've heard of Roosevelt Community Center.
Yeah, Seven Trees being the other one.
Seven Trees. The library even has something.
They do. The library got something. It's there's a few other spots around the city that, and each one has their own thing that they do too, that they really focus on. But yeah, man, just shout out Seven Trees.
Yeah, big shout out. That's the South, right?
Yeah, Southside, man.
And Kim up there. And,
yeah, shout out Kim for doing what she does for the community, for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of work that's put behind that, and it's to be able to see it from my perspective is always like, I don't want to say humbling, but motivated to like, want to push even more, and it makes me. I love what I do because of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people I see around doing the same thing.
I mean, it's part of the culture. Not only that, it's like, man, we could go on and on about like just getting access to resources at a younger age.
Yeah.
Like,
and being independent, it's like that allowed me to those resources that I was blessed with in my at their age helped me be what I'm helped me do what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I got it all figured out and everything's all set, but I got a hustle and a drive that I'll never go broke.
Right. And you got the skills to make songs, but like you were saying, like, man, when you know how to do that peripheral stuff, when one thing ain't paying out like dividends, like I can't eat these raps, but I could charge a rapper.
Yeah, exactly. I charge a rapper to record, you feel me? If he want the feature, I'll throw him the feature. But if it ain't that, then we'll get it some other way.
Yeah, it's a million ways to get it. I think that's part of being resilient. And man, I don't want to take this down the social justice path, but it's tight when you give to the youth, man. Like,
yeah, I mean the future.
Yeah. But let's talk about how you was feeling when you made "Leave Me Alone."
Oh, "Leave Me Alone," man. It's I was going through it at the time, trying to figure out relationships in my life, and not just with the women in my life, but just in general, like even back home, I felt like there are moments and times where my folks they got a mindset that we get stuck in, that it's like if I want to separate myself and do something a little different, you know, and they not understanding that, it goes back to the same thing of like, love me, leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Love me for who I am. Love me for being and expressing myself the way I want to, and pushing forth the things that I think are important. And if you rocking with that, cool. If you're not, that's cool too. Let's just agree to disagree. But ain't no point in being in a toxic relationship. You feel me? What they say, when you know you got two fruits, if one's going bad, you want to make sure you separate, because then we all start falling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the bad apple thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man. But, shoot, let's premiere this. We live on the Stop, Drop, and Roll show here at 90.5 FM, KSJS. Dali Amadeus, bro, how do we find you if somebody just tuned in?
Man, Dali Amadeus on IG, www.daliamadeus.com. I mean, I invite y'all to go ahead, click on the link, you know what I'm saying? Do what you can to get to me, but yeah.
All right, without further ado, we're going to jump into this track called Leave Me Alone, right here on 90.5 FM, KSJS.
90.5 KSJS.
Yeah, I think he's going smooth so far. How do you feel?
It's cool. A little tired, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, man. I think somebody's gonna give me some feedback. Oh, look at that. We got a caller. 90.5, what's up? Sounds like Carl. Hey. Yeah, right. Okay, what's that? Okay. Yeah.
Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, okay.
So don't leave her love will last forever in these songs. This got me smoking acid, where did I go wrong? Now I'm sitting here to super.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna let them know. Let's go. Alright. Okay, for sure. And I'll make sure to announce the songs we play too, just in case. Right on. Oh yeah, okay. Tight. Alright, yep, peace. I've heard this before, bro. Let's see. Or maybe I was just maybe this is one of the first ones that Ray sent.
we dropped a single September.
Okay.
It's been out for a little bit.
No, I for sure haven't heard it before. Is you singing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's tight.
Keep it listen, instant, been like mermaids on the
Got a question from San Jose Carl that just called in.
Okay.
That sound like irony of more than what we know.
Shout out San Jose Carl.
Yeah.
Yesterday thought like, what if I just don't make it home?
He said you should Shazam the last song. But it's on the website, right?
Yeah, it's on the website. It's on every streaming platform. It should be on Shazam. I have to talk to Shazam and see what's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see. Alright, they got you. They show probably about 10 seconds behind.
Since light don't come in the pill. So baby, please love me.
Because it's like a 15-second delay.
Okay.
I said love me, leave me alone.
I always wonder, is that on purpose or is it just in general?
It's just in case
Like a cuss word or something, you got bleed out.
we got a dump button up there.
Okay.
The red one brings it back, and then the green one like builds up the delay.
Okay.
So like if it was a cuss and I caught it and I pressed the button in the car, you wouldn't really notice. You would just hear like a slower song, kind of. It's kind of strange.
I see the way they look at you. Don't stop being yourself. You are beauty itself. You got what most couldn't do. Stretch. I see the way they look at you. I see the way they look at you.
It's 90.5 FM KSJS, man. Dali Amadeus in the building. What's up?
Yeah.
That's a nice little smooth track right there.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
That's
what
what
I'm
you-
talking about.
you got your shorty with you, huh?
You know what I'm saying? A little something, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have them smiling too. You know, that's what Keep Smiling was about. It ain't just always me.
Yeah. Yeah, keep smiling. It's a lot that goes into a smile, right? Sometimes you smile and you trying to make yourself smile.
Yeah.
Like you trying to change the reality if it's not already there, and if it is already there, you want to keep it going.
Yeah.
This next track I got from you though, it reminds me of what we was talking about earlier. What it do? Hey, what it do?
Yeah.
The hyphy era, man, it's still alive. I think I'm still feeling it.
It ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going
It
nowhere.
ain't going nowhere.
At least not around here.
Nah.
I mean, also speaking of stuff like that, this is a digression, but I've been seeing more in the mainstream media something is stupid something or dumb something in a cool way, like how we used to use it.
Yeah. That's
It's
right.
like, man, this is like 20 years later, 20
Come
whole
on.
years later.
Come on.
2004, oh yeah, that stupid slap. Or food smacking and slapping.
Oh
around,
man, don't get me
like-
started on that. I don't, cause I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. But
Nah,
yes,
man, let's
food,
hear it.
food smacks. Don't slap.
Food don't slap.
It does not slap.
Never did.
Never did. Never will.
Man.
Never should. Never would.
Yeah, that's fun stuff right there. I can't lie. But also, talking about this "Look at You" track, you got the melodies in there. Also,
Yeah.
it was melodies. You got melodies laced throughout your music.
Throughout the music, yeah, throughout the album. It's just something that I personally love doing. I rap. It's what I do. I do it really good. I love to sing though. You know, I think secretly, I think I always wanted to be like the Mexican Usher. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why I sprinkle my singing in there, cause it's I'm not gonna be like that's my full front, like that's what I do, but I want to. I'm get there.
I mean, would you ever? Do you picture yourself maybe dropping an R&B album in the future?
You know, I mean, I'm not opposed to it, so you know, man, y'all might see a little something from me.
Hey, that's tight. I think that rapping is dope. I think that singing is dope. But I think when you combine them, it takes a little bit more, like, kind of courage, bro. Like when I came up, I remember it was more like before T-Pain, right?
Mhm.
Like T-Pain came through and
Mhm.
everybody started sing rapping.
You sing, you sing. You
Yeah.
rap, you rap.
I mean,
There wasn't no.
I mean, you might have a Nelly here and there, right?
Yeah, but even then, it's
Yeah.
like, would you consider Hot in Here singing?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I know the charts didn't, so
That's what I'm saying,
they'll
right?
call you a rapper.
At the end of the day, you know, I got my qualms with that, you know, alone, you know, because you got like artists like Vince Staples who's pushing that boundary, and even more artists than that. That's like they're doing other genres of music, yet for some reason
it's just rap.
it's rap.
It's rap.
Rap.
Rap singer, huh?
That's all
Like,
you get.
no, that's a pop song, dog. Like,
They won't give it to you though.
you a rapper.
Damn, I'm just saying.
But it's cool to push the limit and
Yeah.
be outside of the box. I like what you're doing here because keep smiling is a message that encourage you to keep doing whatever it is you're doing. It don't matter what the people try to. They can try to pigeonhole you, but when you take a listen to the music, the proof is in the pudding, right?
Be you unapologetically.
Yeah, but let's see. You have a feature on this next track from Jim Hurdle.
Yeah, shout out Jim.
Yeah, let's talk about how you connected with him.
All right. Saw Ray.
Okay.
It's all right.
Big
Ray is the
shout out.
yeah, big shout out Ray. He is the mastermind behind a lot of this. Behind the whole thing damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. But I know we got some stuff to do. We're gonna take a musical break right quick. We're gonna jump into this track. What It Do? Featuring Jim Hurdle, man.
Yeah.
Good work, bro. Good work. Let's see.
90.5 ESPN's.
Shit, bro. You got I can use pressure.
Living my life without hesitation.
Topic quick, too.
The last thing you want to do is look back.
Alright, right next to the
And for that,
Switching lanes and swerving when I'm in a coupe.
allow gratitude to guide us.
Throwing up a deuce like it's a alley-oop. My brother that
Keep
beside
smiling
me,
for most
yelling
women.
what it do. Juiced up and toe down and they loving the crew.
Juiced up and toe down on my flip, making my ride. Spinning like a fine, dripping. Juiced up and toe down on my flip, making my ride. Spinning like a fine, dripping. Finna paint the time.
Full cup all juiced up, sharp click, whole crew cut. Celebrate every move up. Women love when we pull up. Fall in love, wanna choose something that's outside of the usual. And I can't blame her, cause nowadays it don't make them like they used to. But that faith and see, that's what I need in this two-door and the neck massage. Crumpling Oreos and loose leaf for the neck arrives. Thinking about my next play just like exercise. Attract the best in life. Right, Swiss truffles and GH mud resting on ice. She say she love me, start with yourself first, the best advice. Baby, I just want the best. Got a little taste of success, now I can't let up no rest. Gotta get this all off my chest. Constant reminders that we're blessed. Take it slow and get it all instead. I'm missing out, I want all this bread. Like this baby, hit the pedal and jet. Yeah.
Switching lanes and swerving when I'm in a coupe. Throwing up a deuce like it's a alley-oop. Shorty him a line and told me slide on through. She got shotty on the play and it's the sweetest taboo.
Juiced up and toe down on my flip, making my ride. Spinning like a fine, dripping. Juiced up and toe down on my flip, making my ride.
This was probably one of my favorite tracks, I'll be honest with you.
From so long,
remind me
make
of,
the rolling stone out of shook it up.
you know,
Remind me to
kind
look
of
it
slowed
up.
up.
Could've
What, chopping
been a
screw?
star like Michelin when I'm cooking up. You mean can I hook it up? Come correct
Which
if
is
you
all
pull it
Jim.
up, but don't
All that
pull
was
up 'cause
him.
the jug is up. Juiced
Ray
up
came
and I'm
through,
broke now.
you know,
Jam a screw when I
slight
roll
low
out.
projection
I'm
on top
talking
of
about
that,
like I'm Pimp C. One beat,
yeah, bro,
slow
like,
down. Let them know I've been
Nigga Ray
outside.
went in on
Feeling
this.
the rain. I got
That was Dali Amadeus. We just world premiered on KSJS's airwaves. What It Do? Featuring Jim Hurdle. But we were talking a little bit about the selection process for the tracks that made the album
yeah.
and kind of wearing different hats and delegating and or, you know, kind of allowing the people you work with to showcase their strengths on your creative project, you know?
Yeah, it's that process of knowing like, all right, what songs are gonna stick on the album, which ones are we gonna kind of shelve, was somewhat of a new thing for me. And at first, like I was telling you, like the whole album was a little darker. The content was a little something else. So having a song like What It Do lighten it up, and that didn't come from me. So being able to hear like again, shout out Jim Hurdle for what he did to the album, you know, and for this song. Kinda we sent out one song, had one beat, Ray swapped the beat. It was a different beat. We sent that to him. Bro was like, you know, he even said it's dark. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know what to talk about this. Flipped it, sent us back What It Do, and then from there we kind of just, you know, back and forth worked on the song. But I think just again going back to just trusting someone else and trusting Ray, trusting Jim, and having it play together in a full kind of like, we were already thinking about the album when we were making it. It wasn't just a, knock out a song, put it together, knock out a song, put it together. Like, we really did take time to kind of stitch it up, and me learning from Ray and kind of like listening to what he thinks was a good idea, and then taking that into account. I had to sit with it. There were moments and times where I was like, I don't know, but you get over it. I didn't talk to nobody. Like, if you weren't on the project, I didn't even want you. Most people be like, oh, bro, it's your, it's your stuff. You got to do it. How you got to do it? Da, da, da. Which, they're completely right about. But again, it's like, if you're not really part of the process, you don't know. Like, you don't know what the man was thinking. You don't know what Jim was thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Question about the beat swap thing. Was it the same tempo, or did you re-record the song completely?
Believe it or not, it was in the same key, and I think it was about the same tempo, but we just took the words. At one point, we just took the words off and just switched them up.
Like straight acapella, and then
See,
that's I get into that like kind of background. I call it nerd stuff because it's like, man, bro, in order to separate the vocals from the track, and then you got a whole different song behind it. It's something you can kind of compare it to the mashups that we hear at the club sometimes.
For sure, and it's a level of, it's a level of mastery, and it just goes to show like the skill level that certain people have. Again, shout out Ray, shout out Jim, to be able to do something like that, which is, again, goes back to like, all right, that right there can prove to me like I gotta take a step back, at least listen,
right?
Before making a decision. That made it a lot easier though. You work with good people.
I think it's interesting when you have a multi-person collaborative project, and like you do kind of release some of your control over it, and it turns out to be so much bigger than like
beautiful.
But wait, hold on, I gotta make sure I'm on my P's and Q's. It's 90.5 KSJS San Jose. We just did that live. And you gotta make sure you can end your day listening to the greatest jazz with your host, DJ Ms. Cat. Listen to soulful tunes with the variety that genre has to offer. So tune in Mondays, 6 to 10 p.m. Yeah, that's right, that's tonight on 90.5 FM KSJS, or online at ksjs.org, only on the Cat's Cradle with Ms. Cat. Hey, I had to plug. Shout out to Ms. Cat, man. She hold it down.
Yeah.
But where you at, man? Let's see. We at 90.5 FM KSJS right now, but where was you at when you was recording this song with Equipto? Hey, big shout out to Equipto, man.
Shout out Equipto, man. Shout out to the legend.
He held it down,
man.
Heart and Soul of Frisco City. I'm playing that later in the show too. But what's up? How was that? Like, how was that?
Surreal at first, I think.
Were you guys in person, or was it also like, more of the back and forth through emails and stuff like that?
It was back and forth text. You know what I'm saying? From what I remember, like I'm telling you, bro, it was so surreal when it happened, and like I'm still like shocked about it. But yeah, it was just like that. We knocked it out, sent it to him. He killed it, sent it back. You know what I'm saying? And then we met up after the fact. But yeah, I don't know, man. Just like growing up listening to him to now like making a song with him was yeah. Like to this day, it's still something I think about. I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's amazing, right? Man, so this is the last track I have from you today off of Keep Smiling. Big shout out. You can find that on all the digital streaming platforms, right?
Every single one, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, YouTube Music, you name it, it's on there.
Are you planning on dropping any videos with the project?
We got some stuff in the works. I got a few of them I'm holding on to. I'm getting ready to drop, but yeah.
And what would you say about your marketing? How you spreading your word out there?
I mean, it's bootstraps. Like, put them on, walk around, network. It's the IG thing, the ads, and all that stuff. Phone calls and just any way I wiggle any way that I can and anywhere that I can. But it's another aspect of something that I'm learning it a little bit myself still when it comes to that. But yeah, just out here.
Man, after this we will be wrapping it up, but I gotta say thank you. We'll have a couple more words after for sure. But let's jump into this track featuring Equipto, man. I'm proud, bro. I'm still like thinking about this event that happened. I'm excited for your future, bro.
Appreciate it.
Man, these songs sound big. The content in them is dope. Variety of sounds, man. Let's jump into this track, man. World premiere on my show, at least, for Where You At, featuring Equipto. Keep smiling. Dali Amadeus. DaliAmadeus.com.
That's right. Go check it out.
Yeah.
90.5 TSJs.
Yeah, mic check. Yeah. Hey, when they with you trying to stay down, they stop believing in you, so they never stay round. Dragging your name through the mud and left you way out. So when they see you make it, now they head bow. Hey, every act I've done, I can stand on it. Hey, if I picked up game, I put my mans on it. Mama told me, all we have is us, no change, homie. So now shit going left for you put the blame on me. Man, shit just had me mortified. Realize you don't get to show to cry. Waited 2 tons, yet maintain doing overtime. So many times I said it's good, won't do the same for me. How many times I passed the wood, the roles reversed, they play a cheap, cold game. But don't they all get sensitive when roles change? Same reason I traded in acceptance for them gold chains. Soul pain, blood, sweat, and tears like it was. How you stress so much at 23 and need a road game? When they with you trying to stay down, they stop believing in you, so you never stay round. Dragging your name through the mud and left you way down. So when they see you make it, now they head bound. Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, rejecting here, that's why slapping those reaching. And men got spent like how they end up leaking.
This one
If you a
written
man
already.
that got a problem or a disagreement, you not a man if
Focus
when
to a
they
different
bang
beat.
around get to speaking.
And that goes
Man,
the
that
same
shit
thing,
just
right,
had me
right.
horrified.
Go back and
Realize
forth.
most of y'all
Right.
fake hoes disguise.
Makes
100 cold
your shit
disguise. I
sensitive.
wouldn't change on this code I got.
This-
But most of y'all
this is my favorite beat. Out of the whole album, this is my favorite
In my
beat.
face, you keep on smiling, but on my name, you speaking evil. Cold game. Don't they all get sensitive when roles change? Same reason I traded in acceptance for them gold chains. Soul pain, blood, sweat, and tears like it was. How you a grown ass man and acting like a hoe, man? When they with you trying to stay down, they stop believing in you, so you never stay round. Dragging your name through the mud and left you way down. So when they see you make it, now they head bound.
Place to be.
Well, where you at?
This is
Yeah,
Dali
where you
Amadeus.
at? Well, where you at?
Hey, oh,
Yeah, where you at?
Hey, shout out,
Where
that's
you
DJ
at?
B.
Yeah, where you at? Well, where you at? Yeah, where you at? Well, where you at?
So I did a live,
and if one takes the fall, then the
live
whole crew
thing at the
suffers.
top of the hour.
We thought the game was paying off because we stayed involved. Though I take a loss and have a change of heart, we kept it pushing like we supposed to, and knowing that we standing on the shoulders of those who preserve this culture. So we acknowledge what that message said by staying steps ahead. Cause you recall when you got left for dead. Y'all see me drifting with my spliff in hand, trying to convince my love that I'm a different man. Shit, until it hits the fan, I'm still pretending like it hasn't, and I show my genuine love. It's hard to see the hazard. It's a cold game, knowing that the ones you trust is gon' hate. They try to keep me down, but I'ma be around like Forte. Hoping I'll go away to snitching on my court date. But how you say you love me when you showing no support,
Where
man?
you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at? Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, Well, where you at, huh? Yeah, where you at, huh? Well, where
You
you
gotta
at?
put that in there, you know?
Yeah. All right, it's 90.5 FM, KSJS, 6 to 10 a.m. You can catch the Stop, Drop, and Roll show right here on 90.5 FM. Right now, we are wrapping it up. We got Dali Amadeus in the building.
Yeah.
We just debuted a bunch of songs.
Man.
Keep smiling. We see the smile.
Keep smiling. Yeah, we here smiling and cheesing, enjoying every single moment of everything. You know, just doing this and being able to push the album and just allowing people to listen to it. You know what I mean? And getting all the good feedback. I appreciate the love and the roses.
Yeah. But let's give some shout outs now, you know. And anything that we didn't talk about that maybe you want to give a nod to.
Man. I just want to say shout out Ray Resurrections, shout out Jim Hurdle, shout out Equipto, shout out for all three of them men for blessing the album and making it what it is. Because if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't, in my opinion, it wouldn't be as good as the whole project is now. And just, you know what I'm saying, just keep being you, keep doing you, keep smiling no matter what you're going through, no matter, you know, what's going on, what your situation is, what you gotta do. We all gotta do something sometimes, and at the end of the day, just know where you're going, and then that's all that matters. And just enjoy what we got.
Yeah, man, I would like to say thank you for sliding through.
Yeah, thank you, bro, for real.
But last thing before we go is the shameless plug, bro. We gotta know all the info, where we find it, how we get to it, what's the platform, everything.
So yeah, it's on just the album itself is on everything. Like I said, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, it's on every streaming platform. I do invite y'all to please go ahead, check that out, listen to it, you know what I'm saying? www.daliamadeus.com. Invite you to check that out as well. You know, we're gonna be updating the site, you know, hopefully coming out with some new merch soon and stuff like that. But that's all in the works and in the making, you know what I'm saying? We'll let y'all know when that gets there. But yeah, other than that, you know.
Yeah, and I say thank you for sliding through. If I had the applause button on hand, I'll get that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll stay in the loop, man. Follow him on the internet, Dali Amadeus, website, stream the new album, keep smiling. And we'll hear from you in the future, bro. Yeah. Alright, you up, bro?
Yeah, bro.
You up. This my guy. He gotta be raw, bro. Oh, notice how even during the interview, I still did the live thing. And then at the 10, I still was like, Monday morning, 6 to 10 when we won. Let's see. Our bed music is in there for a time exactly like this where we transition and don't know what's up. Alright, so since you in charge right now, bro, here's our rotation stick. I think the last song I played was off of rotation was Blaster, Letter in the Mail. So what I would ask of you is to just scroll to the next song and play that one, or just play something that we haven't played. Did you bring your?
Yeah, I got a USB.
Oh yeah, okay. Good shit, bro.
Go do what you gotta do.
Yeah, here we go, bro. You running it now, bro. All right, that's a wrap. We got DJ P in the building for this one. Shout out. Dali Amadeus, I gotta say thanks. Come over here, just in case it was kind of far or long
Dang,
distance.
see the face was going on with it. Yeah, yes sir.
This going on the YouTube. I gotta do some edits. I'm hella